I woke up this morning kind of kicking myself because a friend of mine is visiting like back in the area this weekend, and I was talking to them about doing something, going out to get a drink or something like that, and they mentioned that they were back primarily to help their parents move, and they had to help with that, and I was like, oh. I can help with that. And I woke up this morning and looked at my messages like, why did I offer to help them move? God, that was so dumb. I hate helping people move. Luckily, they did not take me up on my offer, at least not yet. And at this point, it's late enough in the afternoon that I'll probably just say, sorry, I made other plans at this point. But yeah, I was like, oh, why did I offer to do that? That was really dumb. Was my tablet gonna seriously? As soon as I start streaming, it breaks again. I was doing like a little like warm up stuff earlier, and it was fine, and now it's wigging out. Maybe it just disagrees with the streaming software in some capacity. I don't know. Seems to be the cue to just make stuff start breaking on my computer. Just try and start a stream, and then everything will just immediately fall apart. But as far as what I actually do on the stream today in terms of what I'm drawing, kinda have it up in the air for whatever. I started on this, but I don't actually intend on doing this for most of the stream because it's gonna be a really long token. It's like 3 times the standard size I normally use, and I just want to do a really big token because I haven't done it in a while. So I don't actually want to spend a bunch of time doing this because otherwise I'll be working on this same thing for probably the entire stream, which doesn't sound as fun as maybe doing some smaller things to completion. I'll probably change it up. I might do a little bit just until I think of something else I want to do instead. A little more work on this one until I think of something better, but the board is certainly open if you want to make any suggestions or um, things like that. But I'll probably switch it up after a bit. That certainly works as well. As long as they're small sprites, I try and be able to like get through at least 2 per stream if they're like the regular size I do stuff at. Hey Twitch, how are you doing today? I was just telling Snake that I'm working on this thing right now, but open to suggestions or requests, because I don't really plan on spending a whole lot of time today working on this one. I think it'll take too long. I'm just gonna kind of do small stuff, whatever comes to mind on Sundays, I think. So if you see something you want to draw or have me draw, feel free to call it out, and I will probably take you up on it as long as it sounds interesting and within my capabilities. This guy is gonna at some point be like a Trent or Ent type token, but I think it'll take a long time to actually finish him since he's so big in terms of his resolution. That's funny. I never would have guessed, but you know, now that you mention it, they definitely seem like they're very squirmy animals, ferrets. I've never really known anyone who has them, but I remember they used to always have them at this local pet shop in the mall, like in a little cage, like sitting out in front of the walkway plaza where everyone would walk by. And I didn't think of anything at the time, but in hindsight, those creatures must have been just traumatized, terrified, because like in a busy mall, just sticking them like out in the middle of a plaza. I don't know, maybe parrots don't mind, but that seems like a very like stressful environment for a small animal. Oh yeah, I didn't really know anything about, well, still don't really know much about their temperament. I just always like in my head picture small animals as enjoying like hiding and stuff and like open spaces and stuff. And I think it's because it was probably based on like established characters, so people were a little more invested in it. So that sort of thing sounds like a good direction to work in. Do some pixel sprites of popular characters. Might do some more of that, unless there are other ideas at play. Where's the... Cannot find the appropriate window.